Oh, you did?
I wrote it on my phone. GarageBand app. Hello and welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host Sebastian Cosby, right out of Oklahoma City. We have a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. We got some thrash, we got some metal, we got some rockabilly. Gonna be a hard show. I got a special guest with me in the studio, which is my bedroom or a room in my house. I got Angie over here, and she lives in Oklahoma City.
Hi, everyone.
So I met Angie. She's big into music, and I met her. She had a records for sale, right?
That's correct.
On Facebook, what?
Marketplace.
The marketplace.
Yeah, it was Marketplace. There were about 200 pieces of vinyl.
Yeah, yep. And so I went over there and bought them off of her, and we started talking. And turns out she lived in San Francisco, I think, was it?
Yep, I lived in the Bay Area for about a little over 10 years. About 10 years.
So obviously, I'm from the Bay Area. We became friends, and now she's here doing the show. And she loves music. So we're going to get this show started off with a super awesome group. I like them. I think they're pretty good. They're based out of New York City, New Jersey, and Philly. And they just go hard with it. Here is Hot Zone with their song, I Tell Ya. Does that sound kind of nervous? Is it okay?
Okay, you're recording us.
Yeah, it's recording. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and pick my other song I want to do. We're going to go ahead and drop Dead Jam. That's not funny, I want to say. I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to say, I thought you was like $6 million to follow around and see what they do with it. She can look up Drop Dead Damn It. Drop Dead Damn It. Yeah, DAMIT.
A three-piece from Lawton, Oklahoma.
Another three-piece band. Let me see. Those are like...
Because I opened a site and didn't see it there.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It says right there.
That's him. But who won?
Here, it says right here.
No, this can say it. It's wrong. Do it. It's kind of a horror.
Metal music from Lawton, Oklahoma.
Well, dude, that was the Hot Zone. Those guys are so hard, man. I just want to give those guys $6 million and follow them around with the camera and see what they spend it on. All their songs go. All their songs go hard. What do you think about them?
They were good.
Yeah, definitely different, but it sounds like the East Coast. You know, it sounds like that East Coast, just thrasher music.
Yeah, for sure.
So, so what bands did you follow around and you get to see live when you were in California, living out that way?
Oh my gosh, so many different bands.
Is that a picture of NERD or that? Who's that on your Facebook page? Pharrell? Was that not a picture of him?
Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I met him out in Austin at South by Southwest, and I don't even remember what year that was, but it was a while ago. It was pretty awesome because
That's pretty cool.
we had similar T-shirts on with smile faces, but they were a little different each one.
Did you get to go backstage at all? Like,
No, he was on a panel, so
Okay.
he spoke. He was very inspirational. It was, I'm trying to remember, I think it might have been 2003 when
Okay.
when I met him.
17 years ago.
Yeah,
God, time flies.
yeah.
That's so neat. And when did you move back to Oklahoma?
I moved back to Oklahoma in 2009.
Okay. So a while ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was more recent.
No, well, I moved back to Oklahoma City area about 3 years ago now.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Or
so
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
where else did you live before that?
I lived all over.
Sticks?
Yeah, in
There's-
Kellyville in the Sticks.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, which they call Methville. But
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I've not seen any activity when I was there. But
Right,
yeah.
but it's around. It's around. So I want to say something. I had made a few Facebook posts on about playing bands, and the response. I did not expect the response that we got. It's fantastic. It's overwhelming, but I love it. So I want everyone to keep it coming. You can find us on Facebook. Just type in the Loud Spot or the Loud Spot with Sebastian to find our fan page. And we have so many songs we can't fit them all in a 45-minute segment. So if I could play, we will play every single song. It's just when we get to it. So I'm keeping track of songs and bands that we played and bands that we haven't played to make sure that the bands we haven't played get priority over the ones that we have. But just because you played your song once doesn't mean we're not going to play it again. In fact, we plan on playing all the songs that I feel are my favorite or the fans' favorites. We're going to continue to play those over, and we can play them, 2 weeks in a row even maybe. We really don't have a schedule. We're just kind of winging it over here. So this next band is called Drop Dead Damn It. And this song is called Leather Apron. We looked them up. I tried to find their messages, and I believe they are from Lawton, Oklahoma, right?
That's what I saw, yeah.
That's what she saw. 3-piece group from Lawton, Oklahoma. They kind of have a different sound, kind of a... You'll hear it. But they're really good. I love this group, so thanks for letting me play your music, and every band, thank you for letting me play your music. I appreciate all the love I'm getting. So, Drop Dead Damn It, Leather Apron, let's go. I want some Rockabilly. I don't think they're Rockabilly. That's not Rockabilly.
They consider themselves metal rock.
Metal?
Yeah, it's just metal rock on their Reverb Nation page.
See, there's so many different genres of metal.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go into Motor City Riot, and then I'm going to play that other group, the vocal guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to play them after the Rockabilly group, and then I'm going to go metal with it.
Okay.
These are good recordings from people.
It's good.
guy right here I talked to on Facebook, James Kingpin McCloskey. Is that how you say it, McCloskey?
McCloskey.
Yeah.
That's how I would say it.
Yeah. Turn it up for the speakers. You want to say anything about these guys?
I mean,
You wrote anything down?
I didn't write anything down. I've been just looking them up.
Hopefully they're from Lawton, Oklahoma.
So,
We hope you guys are from Lawton. Alright, that was Drop Dead Damn It Leather Apron. That song is pretty neat. So thank you guys for sending us your music. Loved it, loved it. I picked that song. You guys have another song that I want to play on another show. And that song is actually called Stitch and Confused. So like I said on my last show, and I'm going to say it on this show, any band that you like, that you hear that I play, go. I download all these songs on iTunes, except for this next band. I actually went to their website and downloaded it straight from their website for free, which is awesome. But all these other bands besides this next band I'm about to play, I bought on iTunes. So they're in the Apple Store, so if you subscribe to Apple Music, you can download their music there. So,
sweet.
yeah, good deal. And Angie's here because she's thinking about starting her own podcast.
Yes.
So she's
I
been.
have several in mind.
She has several. Do you have any ideas?
Well, one of them is more, not really political, but more on wrongful conviction stuff.
That'd be kind of a cool podcast.
I used to do work around music and spreading awareness about wrongful convictions.
Did you really?
Yeah. In the Bay Area, I did a lot of shows with a lot of different bands and artists, and we
Did you ever get anyone released or?
Yeah, we worked on the West Memphis 3 case, and we raised about $100,000
Jeez.
for their defense fund.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You could do stuff. I feel like there's more of a movement for stuff like that out on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like you can get more people to join in on a movement than in Oklahoma.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, people in Oklahoma, when I was doing that in California, were like, why are you wasting all your time doing that? And I'm like...
Yeah. So here's a funny story. When I grew up in Vacaville, which is East Bay.
Yeah.
My grandmother lived in San Francisco. So one day, a group of my friends, we decided we were going to start a protest.
Yeah.
To see if we can get any followers. Well, so we made signs at like a local McDonald's, I think, and we grabbed like some cardboard from the trash and some markers, and we did a protest called Save the Wolves in Alaska.
Okay.
And we were howling. We like went like downtown San Francisco, like Market Street or whatever.
Right.
And we were chanting Save the Wolves in Alaska, and we had people following us, thinking it was like a real protest. We were just doing it to be jackasses. And I don't even know if the wolves in Alaska need to be saved, but if they do, we got your back, dudes.
You're helping them out.
We got your back. So one of my favorite styles of music, and I think maybe one of yours too. You like rockabilly?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a rockabilly group that messaged me yesterday on Facebook, and these guys, dude, like they look tough. Like I wouldn't fuck with you guys, dude. But their music is fucking badass. Like they look like they'd be in a biker gang, but. Their music, by the way, you can look them up. MotorCityRiotMusic.com, I believe, is the website. And on there, they have their intro and a few other songs. And you could download every single one of them for free right to your computer or laptop, which is awesome. That you don't have to go to Apple or Spotify and pay a subscription. If you don't have any of that and you like their music, go to the website. MotorCityRiotMusic.com. Please, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I will correct it on my next podcast. But I don't have time to look it up with everything open that I have on my computer screens. So we will go. Yeah, why don't you look that up while we play them, and let us know if I got that right. So here is Motor City Right, the Devil, one of lots of their awesome songs. So here we go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go into Sleep for the Week actually, and then I'll play Fallout Kings. So I got it right? I said Motor City. What'd I say? I said MotorCityRightMusic.com?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Motor City Right Music. So I'll play these guys, and then I'll play Fallout Kings.
That really is a good name.
It is, I know. There's one band I had on here that I think I must have wrote their name down wrong, but it's on my phone. My phone's on a damn thing. That's okay. Okay, when I do that. Alright, well that was Motor City Right, and I was right with the website name MotorCityRightMusic.com. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so go on there if you like their music, download their stuff, they rock. They are from the northern Reading area, we believe.
That's correct.
All right, Northern California area. So, my sister lives over near there, up in that direction.
Yeah, I'm surprised I hadn't seen them before. I may have. I don't know.
Yeah, were you big into the rockabilly scene? Like, what was like your music scene out there in
Oh, I
California?
did so many different things.
Did you?
Yeah, so, but I did have an annual event that I did called Cowabunga, which was rockabilly punk music.
Oh, yeah?
So I had a lot of Bay Area bands, but I also had bands from LA that were wanting to play it. So I did that for 3 years, I think. And then I went off and started doing all the raising awareness and money for
Right.
the West Memphis 3.
So did you travel a lot from like Los Angeles or San Francisco to Los Angeles?
No, not really.
No.
Not really. I mean, I did go, but I didn't go very often.
Did you like San Francisco?
I liked it.
I could never
loved it.
live there.
I loved it. But
Yeah.
I lived all over San Francisco, and I loved it.
My
but I was
grandmother.
young and, you know,
Oh yeah, you don't need money to survive when you're like
yeah.
a teen. How old were you when you lived there?
Oh, I was in my 20s and 30s. So
Oh, so you're a little older.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was just getting by off nothing when I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I used to go to Fisherman's Wharf and skateboard all the time, you know,
Yeah.
back in the day. So, anyways, moving on to our next song, we have Sleep for the Week. These guys messaged me. This band is awesome. They're a metal group. These guys are just fantastic. We had another group I wanted to play right after them, but I think I wrote the name down wrong because I put an asterisk on it to make sure I made sure I played it, and I can't find it. So, but it's just the confusion of just so many different bands messaging me. It's easy to kind of lose track of what I have. So that band, I don't know if it's the name, but it's Age of Wolves. There's a guy named BJ Cook that had sent me a message, and I think the song was called Serpent Death Cult or something like that. We're going to play them on the next show because I cannot find them right now on my spreadsheet or in any of my folders, and they're not uploaded to my music files. But I could have sworn I did it earlier, so it's just the mix of just so many different bands I'm having to organize right now. But Sleep for the Week is another band I was going to play them also, and I do have them music. And Steven Sewart, I think that's his name. He had sent me a message, and I checked them out, and I love this song. Was so dope when I heard it, and I don't know if Angie's a big metalhead or not, but I love metal, I love punk, I love thrash. Those are like my top 3 favorite genres. I love hard rock also. I also like hip hop, a little bit of country, so I guess I like everything. But I definitely like metal and punk rock. I'm a huge Misfits fan, which is, everyone likes them. Well, not everyone likes the Misfits. I love the Misfits.
Everyone should love the Misfits.
Everyone should love the Misfits. If you don't love them, you better start loving them right now. But anyways.
Except for me, whenever they try to sing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot you told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
You don't have to love them then. You can hate them.
I have a love-hate relationship
with them. Okay, I told you about that about a year ago. I think you had
Yeah.
mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here is Sleep for the Week, Severed Ties. I forgot you mentioned that. But that was a good little thing we did there, see?
Yeah. And see, one of my friends fronted the Misfits for a few years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Michael Graves. And then he did his own thing. And that's why they were trying to sue us.
Oh, okay.
They wanted him to front the band, and he was like, I'm doing my own thing.
Okay. Like that singer though, but isn't what's his name a singer?
Joel?
No, Joel is not what's his name?
Jerry?
No, Danzig.
Oh, Danzig, yeah. Because Jerry's tried to sing too. He's not very good.
Oh no.
No. I was like, oh. They split up for a while, and then they took that the Crooks and Ghosts from a 1937 film, and so the famous Crooks and Ghosts, and so Doyle and Jerry were fighting over it with Danzig also. Like the 3 of them were fighting over who owned the rights to that.
Technically, they would all, right? If they were set like a corporation.
Technically, they wouldn't. There's a legal situation because they didn't even create it; they stole it from,
right,
and took it on their own. But since it's older, they may have rights to it in some way. But they made it famous, of course.
Right? Yeah. I don't even like them. I got that legal thing with them.
Is this family in?
This is Sleep for the Week. This band?
Oh yeah, this is Sleep for the Week. Okay.
So I'm gonna play Fallout Kings, and then we're gonna go with Patreon. We only got 20 minutes left, so why don't we just go straight into Fallout Kings after this song?
Okay.
We don't have to do a talk show, we'll just straight right into it.
Sounds good.
And then I'll talk about it afterwards.
So these guys are post-hardcore metalcore.
Who? This guy?
Sleep for the Week, is that good?
Yeah, that's him.
Comes from Phoenix.
Where are they from?
Phoenix.
Arizona?
That's what it looks like.
Cool. I'll see that first before I play them.
Yep. Spikey Stand in
Okay.
Phoenix, Arizona.
I'll see that first. I'll get a shot for the city. And then we'll go into Fallout.
Okay. They're asking for people to participate in their videos.
That's cool.
Little brothers.
Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona for putting out a band like that. Those guys are super sick. And I mean, I love playing music like that on this podcast. So I think it gets other people listening to it. And like I said, there's so many bands that have messaged me, and I really want to play every single person tonight, but unfortunately I only have about 17 and a half more minutes left. So shout out Sleep for the Week with Severed Ties, and we're going to go right into a band called Fallout Kings. Got a pretty cool name. They're young guys, and this song is called A Story to Tell.
You can tell them that you played it.
Okay. Oh, this song's pretty cool. This next song.
Mm-hmm.
Redefined. Left party. Okay. I gotta be like doing this stuff. You gotta be really prepared to like know where they're from, and
Yeah.
I'm really not doing that because every band I play in are kind of known. This is the first time I'm doing like bands I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Take a little planning.
Huh?
Might take a little more planning or something.
It will. I'm happy. I'm just. I think I'm doing okay though for now, but I'll get better. For doing it 7 times, not too bad.
Yeah.
Anything, any story you want to talk about at all in particular? About anything you've done, a cool story?
Cool story.
Think about it. If you're on your podcast right now, you want to say a story about something fun you did. What's like a fun story you did?
Let me think. Oh, God. I'm so glad to think about this.
Because you didn't put on the spot.
I'm looking for a story to tell.
All the misfits try to see you.
I can tell that one.
I think you tell the story about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to that one?
Sure, I
As
can
long as you
tell
don't try to
that.
sue me.
They won't.
They won't. Y'all will do that.
I'll tell that story.
See how it's kind of harder to talk on the mics right there too?
Yeah.
It's like that much harder to, because you have to talk to the mic,
Right.
you know?
I like your little mics, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but this is the last one mistake. Everyone's buying them because they gotta work from home. Yeah, so it's
That
crap.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to Xander Kings for putting that song together. I can't wait to see what you guys sound like as you evolve and as you grow as musicians. So I'm really looking forward to that. So good luck to you guys and keep on rocking out. I am curious, Angie, about this Misfits suing you. So what? You kind of explained to me what? Okay, so what's the whole story?
So it goes back to me doing shows for the West Memphis 3, and I was involved with Michael Graves, who fronted the Misfits for a short stint.
So instead of Danzig?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was like 2001 for a short time.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
There was a short time I don't know, there was a short time he was fronting the Misfits.
Okay.
But anyways, so he was putting together a 55-city tour to promote the kid at the time that was on death row, Damien Eccles, promote his book. Because he wrote a book from death row, and Margaret Cho published it and put it out. And so Michael went on the road to promote it and play his music and whatnot. And one of the posters that I had made from one of my artists in the Bay Area did something along the lines with a woman with a Crimson Ghost torn off shirt. And so
like their symbol.
Yeah, the
Misfits
famous
logo.
Misfits logo.
Right.
So whenever I printed off 1,000 posters with that on it, and I was promoting the tour and the show. It was a tour poster that I put together for them.
Okay.
And they saw it, and they also saw that Michael was touring at all these different places, and so I was one of many that received a cease and desist letter from the Misfits.
Yeah.
Well, from Jerry.
Did you frame it?
No, I still
I framed it.
I still have it.
Do you? From Jerry only?
And his lawyer.
Can I have it? Can you give me a copy of it and give it to me?
Maybe, we'll
Come
see.
on, I'll put it up. I'll frame it.
But anyway, so
I'll bring it to a concert, see if they can sign it. If you autograph this.
So Jello Biafra of the Dead Kennedys was at my house when we were doing some planning for an event coming up. And he had just come in whenever I got the letter, and I was like, how can they do this? And so he connected me with his attorney, and we basically got out of it. They told us not to use the artwork, but I did anyways, and I told them to make people pay for the art so they could make money off of it.
So that West Memphis...
The West Memphis 3, it was basically 3 teenage boys that were accused of murdering children.
And they got out of death row.
One was on death row and the other 2 weren't, but they were in prison.
Okay.
And they were falsely accused for murdering
And
those
they get
boys.
out?
They got out. They got out in August of 2011.
Wow, so when did they go to jail?
What year was that?
That's a pretty interesting... I've never actually heard of that story.
Oh yeah, I could write down names of documentaries for you to watch.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, do that. I want to know some of those. Text it to them. What's your show?
I dealt with a lot of musicians through that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Doing shows.
Oh, I'm sure.
I had an online auction site and stuff like that, and auctioned off artwork by Marilyn Manson and books by different people and artwork by different people.
God, to be a fly on your wall. That's pretty cool that you've been around a bunch of different musicians.
Oh yeah, I mean like Marilyn Manson. It's not like I had like face to face.
Right.
But I communicated with them and got the artwork, and we raised I think $6,000 for it.
That's awesome.
It was actually a piece of artwork he did of a photograph of Damien Eccles, which is the guy that was on death row.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is interesting. That I find that very fascinating. And if you can make a copy of that letter for me, I would appreciate that.
I've got to find it. I have it though.
This band right here is called Redefined, and this song is called Let's Party. I think I have time maybe for one more song after this one, but we'll see. Let me see here real quick. Let me see one thing before we play their song. I'm just looking for something on my laptop. Yeah, so the guy who sent this to me on Facebook Messenger, his name is Dustin Snow. So this song is pretty cool. I listened to this. I was picking up my oldest daughter today, and in the car I listened to this song and I was like, dang, this is pretty good. So I threw this. This is not in order like all the other bands I play, but this song I had to play it today because I just loved it. And like I said, every band will get their day on this podcast, and I'll tag you guys when you're played so you can share it with your friends and family and continue to share bands with your friends. If they're in bands, have them send me their music. So here we go with Redefined. Let's party. This song rocks for real. Let's party till we fucking die. Pretty cool, huh? That is good. That's what you want to say?
Oh no, I'm writing down these documentaries.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
So you can check them out.
Okay. I'm scared to share this on my metal page, because I'm not going to get attacked by like a bunch of other bands. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it is these kids were convicted because they were listening to heavy metal with it.
Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
I mean, you gotta see the show.
Yeah,
More than that.
But yeah, I'll watch it. That was a little segment we did there, see? I'm a lot better at talking about things when I'm drunk. It's I already kind of talk fast and mumble my words, so it's even worse when I'm drinking. Well, I talk about anything when I'm drunk.
Weird. Well, I'm not drunk, but...
You text it to me? Oh, you're writing it down? Okay, cool, yeah.
I can text it to you.
That's fine.
I don't know if you can read my handwriting.
I can read it. It's all bands that do a lot of some singing and mixed with the screaming, you know?
Yeah.
It's like show it on there. Those are those, I don't know if you can read that or not, but those would be the documentaries to watch if you're worried about that. West Memphis 3?
Yeah.
West Memphis 3, so there we go. I don't think it shows it backwards on a camera, right? It shouldn't. It shows it normal.
I have no idea.
I think it does.
It could be backwards, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. I got time for one more song before the end. I'm gonna have to jump right into it. This one's 4 minutes long. We're right at 5 minutes. Shout out to Redefined, Let's Party. We got one more song we can play. I'm going to jump right into it right now. I want to thank this band right here from BJ Cook sent this to me. It's called Pantheon. This song is called Serpent Death Cult. It is just it's going to do damage to your ear holes. So let's go with this song right here. Pantheon, Serpent Death Cult. We got 4 minutes. That's what else pretty good, right? Damage to your ear holes.
I like that. Yeah, so my friend that did the artwork for the Misfits, he made another piece of artwork and we were gonna print it, and it was the Crimson Ghost. You know how he does this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got the design. So we were gonna make t-shirts, we didn't do it.
You know what I gotta write down where we're from, the album it's on,
Yeah.
the year it came out. This just came out in July, like last month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe even how long they've been together.
I
mean, it's not relevant.
I was getting bios from them, but I think just going on a Facebook page and just reading some stuff and seeing where they're from, that's good enough.
Yeah.
If someone sent me a bio, if I ask anyone for a bio, I'll be here writing shit all day. Like, I'm not getting paid for this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I get big enough, I'm gonna start monetizing. Because I gotta borrow these songs, because I gotta pay for them from the Apple store before I can play. Like, I can't just download them on Apple Music. I have to pay for it.
So you have to pay for all the ones you downloaded?
Otherwise, it won't. Otherwise, this won't play it. It won't pick it up.
Oh.
Or not this. I can't drag it onto my computer screen. Won't let me. It's a circle with a line through it. And then on my phone, it won't let me plug it into the app either. Did you download the app?
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't signed it.
It's easy to do. I mean,
can you do a podcast from your phone?
yeah. Oh, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
That's what you
It's
were
even
doing?
easier to do on your phone. Yeah, it's way easier on your phone. It's harder on here because you gotta like press a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know what? On my phone though, I just wouldn't talk.
Yeah.
I'll like try to open a beer real quietly. It's like everybody hear.
Do you edit it or
No.
can you?
I
Or do
yeah, I
you
think
edit
you
this?
can. I think you can. I don't. Just gonna fucking go with it. Just go with it.
Nice.
It's good enough. You know, it's not like we're in a $1 million store. We're in a fucking rental house bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it's like we were in a bedroom and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, well, more of a not bedroom. I don't sleep right there.
In the doghouse.
I rent a room.
That's funny.
If I did rent a room, though, I don't want to look like this.
I'm trying to think like I'm gonna probably start going through some of my stuff. I'll find some of that stuff.
Think of ideas to write down and jot down ideas that you want to talk about, because then you can do new podcasts all the time with me. And share some cool stories or whatever, you know?
I have lots of stories. Some of them are crazy.
Well, when you're at home tonight, get your glass of wine and start letting it flow. You start thinking. Thinking and writing. Because, you know, the ideas will come to you randomly out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, now I gotta do something.
I'm gonna take a picture of the vinyl.
Oh, yeah, your old vinyl? I got some new ones in there, though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. There's the vinyl. That's the vinyl we were talking about.
Shout out to BJ Cook and their band, Pantheon Serpent Death Cult. The name of the song is Serpent Death Cult. The band's name is Pantheon. That song just came out a month ago, so July 2020. So if you like that, download it. Special thanks to Angie for being here. Thanks for letting me buy your vinyl a couple years ago. And we got to go, so peace out, y'all. Ooh. In fact, this is going to end before my song ends. This is at 22 seconds, 23 seconds.
Nice.
But it fades, so it's good enough. Damn,
So
look
this
at
is
that
something
shit.
you put together?
This song, yeah, on my phone.
That's funny.
You ever heard of GarageBand?
Mm-hmm.
I have the app, and you can just, you can like, yeah. I make all kinds of songs all the time.
Like you make your own songs, or
Yeah.
you like pick up different beats and stuff?
No, I don't know. Stop it. Bye, guys.